Once again, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for letting me talk about all our support to businesses and families.
Honourable member for Courtenay-Alberni.
Mr. Speaker, we are hearing that small businesses and consumers are being crippled by credit card fees. And when it comes to interchange fees, we are paying some of the highest interchange fees in the world. In fact, the Liberals have committed to moving credit card companies to a voluntary rate of 1.4%, whereas in Europe, they've legislated a cap of 0.3%, in Australia, 0.5%. In the 42nd Parliament, Bill 236 was tabled by Liberal Linda Lapointe. She moved that bill 16 times before she dropped it off the order paper. Now, the Liberals say they're not in bed with the big banks and the credit card companies, but Mr. Speaker, she abandoned her promise to the Quebec Convenience Stores Association, the Retail Association of Canada, by not taking action. These credit card companies are making record profits in the middle of COVID. They're not doing their part. We're not all in this together. So I'm calling on the government. When are they going to legislate a cap of interchange fees similar to what Europe and Australia have done, instead of, putting that on the backs of small businesses and consumers right now in this crisis? It's time for them to pay their fair share, and it's time for the Liberals to step to the plate.
The Honourable Member for Acadie-Bathurst. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I'd like to thank my colleague for the question. Mr. Speaker, everything we can do to help Canadians get through these tough times, I think Canadians have realized how much we're there for them. Businesses are going through hard times right now, but so are lots of Canadians, and that's precisely why we brought forward a whole host of programs to help Canadians get through this crisis. Mr. Speaker, Bill C-14 does precisely that. It helps families, it helps businesses, and it helps our various businesses have a bit more flexibility in terms of the payments they have to make, and that will help the economy rebound. Like my colleague, I agree we have to do everything we can to help alleviate the burden, the financial burden on Canadians, and we're very aware of the issues, and we will try to keep improving things for certain companies. As you all know, some companies take advantage of Canadian consumers, however. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Questions and comments? The Honourable Member